All right, on today's video, I had to film a new intro. If you've watched my videos, you can tell I don't edit. What I do is what you guys see. Could I edit? Yeah, I could. I've got the software, but I like showing you how the actual project goes. So on this one, the original plan was to change out the head on the string line trimmer, my DeWalt string line trimmer. And I was going to start with this one that I got off Amazon, and said it worked on this model, but obviously it doesn't. That's too big. So then I got the DeWalt one, and guess what? Same issue. That is not the same size that comes on these. So, hey, you get to watch one of my fail videos. Well, my first fail video, I think. I mean, all projects kind of go iffy, but hey, here you go. All right, so this is still the factory trimmer on it. And these ones were actually kind of holding pretty good, but the grooves where they hold the string in there weren't holding very good, so I had to like bite on the ends to get them kind of oblong. I suppose you could have used the pliers, but I didn't. So what I got, and I just got this off of Amazon, fairly inexpensive. I think it was like 20 bucks or something like that. Does have directions. And it did come with some string. And it said it comes with 80, but it says you can use the 95, which is what I had been using. So we'll see if this works. It says you got to use this, and we'll see how that fits. But okay, to get the old one off, there's that detent there, and you're supposed to be able to twist, but I think that bolts on there pretty good with the spring, so we're gonna have to take that off as well. So I'll get a socket for that, and we'll be back at this. Okay, grab my Cobalt 92s here, and I've got in the directions it says to use like a screwdriver, but I have a screwdriver that's been ground down, and it's basically shaped like a punch, so I'm going to use that instead. Now the only thing that really worries me is there's a spring on here, and so I'm not sure, it doesn't have a ton of pressure, so I think I'm going to hold that down while I finish taking this off. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Alright, so got that. Okay, that came off pretty good. So then you put the plate on, and it actually does match up, so that's a good sign. So far, pretty darn easy. The old one, it's wore, but not terrible. It was just really, it got hard to string that, to get the string to stay in there. That was the worst part. So then, I suppose we'll take a look at the directions here. Alright, we're already past the removing the old spool. So installing the new one, remove the spindle plate. Before install the new housing, remove any dirt and grass. Oops. On the spindle, so the double D-shaped retaining nut on the spindle side sits on the base spindle plate, which they're talking about this guy. And there you go, it's on there. sits inside the spindle plate. Align the spindle plate hole and notch, insert a screwdriver, but again I'm using the punch, into the hole and thread the new spool on the housing clockwise. Securely tighten the new spool on the spindle. So you just hand tighten this thing? Yeah, that's the way it looks. But here's the problem. So it's supposed to work on this one, but that is not the same diameter. So what do you do then? And I did check to see if it said it fit this model, which it said it did, but as you can see, that does not work. And that is all part of the same operation. So this thing does not want to come apart either. There we go, let's get it started. Yeah, that's in there. So, neat design, but does not fit. Alright, well, we'll see if we come up with a solution. Alright, so the Chinese one is not gonna fit. But what did I do? So I went in town, local Ace Hardware, grabbed the actual DeWalt one, and we will see if that one works. So what they told me at the store was that, you know, DeWalt makes theirs just a hair off, so then the universal ones won't fit, which I could see, I guess, but ooh, stuff's good. The good plastic. And my packing knife's getting a little dull. Luckily, it's got the saw part on it, on the end of the blade. Remember, this is not a safety channel. Always consult your safety manuals before using any product. And do not take this demonstration as the exact way to do it. How's that? Okay. Just about through that edge. Although I think I've cut myself more on the packaging plastic than I ever have on a knife, but okay, oops, need that piece too. All right, similar but smaller than the universal. Got your tape on here to hold the line in, I assume. Oh yeah. Yep, and it's the DeWalt black and yellow line, and I'd say that's 80, not the 95, but you can use either on it. Of course, it gives you the disclaimer that it may reduce your battery time. Well, of course. Okay, so we've still got our, well, it was a screwdriver at one point, but I'd call it a punch now, maybe. Put the plate, or the initial one on here. sitting in the right. See, that's where it's supposed to sit. Now the moment of truth. Let's see if this screws on. Oh, I think we've got a winner. If I get it lined up right. Oh, good one. Do I have this one lined up right? Yeah, it should be. You know, this one's got more of a square, whereas there we go. That makes more sense. Got it all the way down past that. All right, now let's screw that up. Oh yeah, much easier. But still the wrong size. It's like these 920s have a different different size spool, nut, whatever you want to call it. And if I recall, well, I mean, I asked him if it would fit on the 920, I think. What's it say in the directions here? Hey, we got a fail video here, I think. I don't think I've done one of them. Now, the good news is, I was looking at new line trimmers the other day. I do not speak French. No, all it does is it gives you instructions on how to put it in, but it doesn't tell you the models. Well, that is annoying. Yeah, same. So we're not any better off here than we were with the Chinese one. So can't blame the off-brand one for that, but there we go. So neither one of these will work on your 920 DeWalt string trimmer. There we go. Well, I never intended to plan on, or never intended to plan. That's a little bit redundant. I never planned on making a fail video, but hey, here we go. We got one. So thanks for watching and take care.